This is the HINOWA 2010, also known as the HINOWA Light Lift 2010. It's a compact spider lift with serious reach, exceptional stability, and a reputation in the hire industry that it absolutely earns. Today, I'm giving it a full operator-focused review based on real hands-on time with the machine. Today I am in Lincolnshire, in Caythorpe. We are having a look at St Vincent's Church, and I am with Samuel, who has brought with him his HINOWA 2010 for me to have a look at. I saw it at Vertikal Days, and it is the one that everybody who's got one seems to be messaging me saying, Danny, have a look at the HINOWA 2010. Here it is. Sam's brought it. We're going to have a look at it. We're going to have a good play on it today. I'm really looking forward to it. It looks really compact so far, just getting off the trailer. Looks like a pretty special machine. So stay tuned and we'll put this thing through its paces. If you saw my Vertikal Days footage, you'll know I didn't feel like I did this machine justice during the interview. I'd just come off the back of the CMC S23 conversation, and I didn't give the HINOWA 2010 the attention it deserves. Well, that changes now. This is a full, honest review covering the technical specification, the real-world operation experience, and everything I liked and didn't like about the HINOWA 2010. Let's talk about the technical specification, the working envelope and performance. Starting with the headline numbers, the 2010 delivers a maximum working height of around 20.15 meters with a platform height of approximately 18.1 meters. Horizontal outreach reaches up to 9.7 meters, giving the machine an impressive envelope for a compact track lift. It also offers an up and over clearance of about 8.15 meters, letting you get over obstacles such as ridge tiles or tree canopies. The turret offers 360 degrees of continuous rotation on many variants, and the basket rotates around 62 degrees, which gives you an excellent fine control when positioning for work. The safe working load is 230 kilograms anywhere within the working envelope of the machine, allowing 2 operators and tools. Depending on whether you choose diesel or electric or by energy, machine weight varies between about 2,800 and 2,970 kilograms. In narrow mode, the machine is extremely compact. The width of the machine is 790 millimeters. The height is around 1.9 meters, and the length is just over 5 meters. That narrow width means you can get this machine places most other track lifts simply can't get to. The basket measures roughly 1.34 meters by 700 millimeters, which is pretty standard for its class and offers enough room for 2 people to work comfortably. The 2010's minimum travel width is under 800 millimeters, which makes it ideal for getting through tight gateways and doorways. The slope capability is around 16 degrees or 28.7%, so it handles uneven ground confidently. Power options include diesel, electric and bi-energy. Diesel models typically use the Kubota Z602 engine, which is loved in the industry. Electric variants use a motor of roughly 2.2 kilowatts running on either 110 or 220 volts. This flexibility makes the machine suitable for both indoor and outdoor work. Some additional features of the 2010 include an anti-entrapment feature, LED outrigger lights, and depending on the configuration, automatic or semi-automatic outrigger leveling. Some models also support remote control for tracking and setup. One feature I always pay attention to is how compact a spider lift can become and how easy that process is. On the HINOWA 2010, retracting the tracks is extremely simple. It's literally just a press of a button. No manual adjustments, no struggle. The machine narrows itself smoothly and quickly, making it ideal for tight access jobs. The basket is also designed to be removable, which is an essential feature for specialist access work. It can be removed and refitted by a single operator, which is a major advantage on certain jobs. However, compared to some machines I've tested, this system isn't the easiest. It works and you can do it alone, but it's more fiddly and it's not as quick or intuitive as the best basket removal designs out there. That said, the fact that the basket does come off and can be handled by one person is still a real advantage. If you work in restricted access environments, that flexibility genuinely matters. Okay, this is really simple controls because when you press down, the machine goes down, and when you press up, the machine goes up. Now that might sound like a relatively simple thing to say, but no machines do that. They're always opposite for some reason, for some crazy reason. So that will take you in, and that will take you out. Remarkably easy to operate. Next up, let's talk about the pros and cons of the HINOWA 2010. One of the strongest points of the 2010 is just how easy it is to operate. The controls are instinctive, very forgiving, and ideal for operators of all skill levels. I think this is probably one of the major reasons why hire companies favour this machine. It also has LED lights built into the outriggers, which is a surprisingly useful feature when you are setting up in low light conditions or shaded corners. Particularly useful for the early morning starts in the middle of winter. Adjusting the track width couldn't be simpler. It's a one-button operation with no manual effort required. Perfect for squeezing through tight access points. It is worth saying at this point that this machine is fast when tracking. It seems really quick, which is a big bonus, isn't it, when you've got stuff to do. The tracking speed is excellent and the boom moves quickly too. And if you need more control of delicate work, you can easily slow everything down for precision. Check out the reach on that. That is a surprising reach. The boom just seems to keep going and going. It's really quite impressive. I'll take it right up and see what it's like high up in a moment. But yeah, so far I'm really impressed by the capabilities of the HINOWA 2010. At full outreach, around 10 meters horizontally, the machine is incredibly stable. The base just simply doesn't move, even if you bounce up and down in the basket. That level of confidence at maximum reach is rare in this size machine. The build quality is also worth noting. Thick steel, high quality tracks and solid welding throughout. You could instantly get the impression that this is a machine built to last. Of course, no machine is perfect, so now let's go through some of the drawbacks I found during the test when operating multiple functions at once. For example, slewing while telescoping. The movements don't blend smoothly. It feels a bit stop-start and electronic, especially compared to fully hydraulic machines like the 1890 Pro. The outriggers can only be lowered one at a time. It works fine, but it does make setup slower and less intuitive. The remote control is permanently tethered to the machine, so you can't unplug it and move freely with it. That limits your visibility when tracking the machine from ground level. To my knowledge, the remote isn't designed to operate the boom from the ground level. That's a shame because being able to operate from a distance is helpful for positioning the basket safely. To secure the 2010 properly to the trailer, you need 5 ratchet straps. My 1890 Pro only needs 3. Over years of use, that extra fastening and unfastening adds up. The pads on the outriggers aren't quick release. You need an Allen key to remove them, which isn't ideal in tight access locations where space is limited. The hoses run in an exposed metal track along the boom. It works, but if you're working near trees or branches, there's always a risk of snagging or impact. The water hoses up the boom isn't rated for high pressure jet washing. Not an issue for me personally, but anyone wanting to pressure wash roofs would need to upgrade it. The fuel filler cap is awkwardly positioned. You can't easily use a standard petrol pump without moving the boom or using a funnel. Another interesting feature regarding this machine is the way that the first articulated boom is configured. It's in 2 sections so that when that boom goes up and down, it does not affect the outreach of the machine at all. So that will give you equally as good an outreach at low levels as it will at full tilt, which is something worth considering. I also want to highlight the trailer. It's lightweight, narrow, well built and fitted with proper wheels for real towing conditions. If you've bought the HINOWA 2010 and took the matched trailer, you'd be more than happy with that. And Samuel's hook-on pad system deserves another mention. It's a brilliant upgrade for repetitive repositioning jobs like gutter cleaning around flats. A huge time saver. And finally, the fact that the basket is removable and the tracks retract at the push of a button gives the machine genuine versatility on tight access sites. Even though the basket system is a bit fiddly, the option to reduce the machine's size is a major plus. So with the pros and cons covered, let's move on to the final verdict and see how the HINOWA 2010 stacks up overall. So the HINOWA 2010 is a very capable and very well built machine with exceptional outreach, outstanding stability and user-friendly controls. Yes, it has its quirks, but none of them undermine its core performance. If you're a contractor looking for reliable height access, or a hire company wanting a versatile machine that even inexperienced operators can use effectively, the HINOWA 2010 is absolutely worth considering. There we are, that is me finished practicing and playing with the HINOWA 2010, and I must admit I've been really impressed by this machine. So big thank you to Samuel for letting me have a go on it. I really appreciate that, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, give it a thumbs up. If you've got anything to say, leave it in the comments, and I will see you on the next job. Thanks for watching.